Hello, welcome to my website. English is changing your life. You can visit home, my work, about, contact, approaches to technology and teaching, resume, useful tech resources, lesson plan, and links. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Yuping Zheng. My English name is Rowena. I am a very creative and down-to-earth English teacher. Here is the picture my student's parent took for me. I'm a Russian major person. I taught Russian language and literature before I taught Chinese. And as I started teach Chinese to foreigners, I was thinking about being an English teacher. Let me show my work to you. I am a Chinese teacher who began teaching English as a volunteer tutor at a public library and a church. Over time, I progressed to becoming an ESL tutor at a community college. To improve my teaching skills, I have continuously studied English, learning from both my classroom and Tesol professors. I have adopted various strategies and technologies such as Google Classroom, Quizlet, Kahoot, and VoiceThread, which I learned through my studies. I'm proud to incorporate these tools into my English tutoring and teaching. It brings me great satisfaction to see my students learn English and make progress with my guidance. Look, here's a picture of ESL class in Pasadena City College. It's a non-credit division, so all students don't need to pay anything to study here. This is level 4. The classroom teacher was standing in the front with a student, and I was sitting on the back. I was taking some classroom notes and helped the teacher to instruct the whole class. Here is a presentation for the traditional Chinese classic Journey to the West. And this is a picture of Professor Kevin Chang. He was an APU professor too, and I just followed his literacy class to Pasadena City College. He is a very experienced literacy level professor. I learned a lot from him. And this is a paper cutting from my literacy class. And here are the golden and silver flowers, which Chinese people like to drink flower tea. It's a pretty good herb in Chinese people's life. And on the left bottom is the children's English class. I taught them once in Shanghai. I think it's 10 years ago. And here are the students from University of Redlands. And this pumpkin is was pretty funny. I just drew this ancient monk on this pumpkin. I think I did this around a Thanksgiving season, 3 or 4 years ago. And this frog, I helped my younger student to cut it, draw it, and we just wanted to have some fun during the new words, understanding at them, and memorizing. And the last picture is a picture of mooncakes. Where Chinese people like to make mooncake around Mid-Autumn Festival. It's the Moon Festival, the Mid-Autumn Festival season again. Yeah, I have always had a special fondness for handmade teaching materials, especially in times when there was less technological support. There's something deeply rewarding about creating something tangible for my students. My love for teaching extends beyond the classroom. I find joy in gardening and exploring every natural sense I can reach, drawing inspiration from the world around me. I bring this same passion into my teaching, whether it's crafting flashcards by hand or guiding my students to organize seminars using tools like Padlet and VoiceThread. For me, teaching is a blend of creativity, nature, and technology, all working together to enrich my students' learning experiences. And now let's move to approaches to technology and teaching. I learned several articles from this class, and based on a real observation of a very experienced Professor Zhao Ran's Chinese calligraphy class, I got some idea. I believe that Canvas could be an equally powerful platform for realizing the potential of the TPAC model in my own teaching. I'm eager to learn more about designing problem-based discussion and preparing instructional materials that fully leverage the capabilities of this model. I intend to apply the TPAC approach in my upcoming Travel to China series class and my English reading class for beginners. I have already completed the initial phase of substitution and argumentation, where we explored basic concepts and content. For instance, we have read 5/6 of the nonfiction book Maya Lin, and over the past 3 weeks, we have completed lessons on travel to Beijing and travel to the Great Wall. Now I'm preparing a transition into the transformative phase of modification and redefinition. In this phase, my goal is to guide students toward higher order thinking by engaging them in activities that require them to present, post, and provide peer feedback on what they have learned so far. To achieve this, I'm developing a set of scaffolded questions and prompts designed to deepen their understanding and foster critical discussions. This approach aims to lead students towards that crucial intersection of knowledge, pedagogy, and technology that Lee Schumann famously described as teaching at its best. By carefully crafting these experiences, I hope to not only convey content but also empower my students to become more thoughtful, reflective, and engaged learners. Thank you for your patience. It's a little bit long. And next link is my resume. Yes, yesterday was my birthday because I just found my video doesn't have any volume, so I have to remake this video. So here's my resume, and after my resume you can see a group of useful tech resources. This is my favorite part. I think if I have enough time, I will add more useful tech resources. The first one is rongchang.com. And the second one is my classmate Hala's favorite, Hemingway. I think I will use this Hemingway in a very short future because I love teach reading class too, and I'd like to be familiar with some reading teaching techniques. And the third one is News in Levels. This is my favorite because News in Levels provides new articles written in 3 different levels, making it accessible for English learners at various proficiency levels. I suggested my students to try this News in Levels. And Richard's English is a perfect helper for non-native English speaker teachers. I think it will be all the time my pronunciation model, and of course it's a very perfect model for ESL students. And next one is activities for ESL students. Yes, I believe not a one ESL teacher will refuse these activities for ESL students because we need it for sure. And the next one is BrainPop ELL. It's a very good tool for young students English learning. And the last one, ESL Fast. This is the first English learning website I got to know from my community college professor. And after that, I'd like to introduce this website to every ESL student I met. I just love it. It's very useful. And next part is my teaching plan. After I made my teaching plan, I got great help from my classmate, Mr. Dennis Bovell's help. He gave me many very insightful suggestions, and followed his suggestion. I reread my teaching plan and I corrected a lot, and here is the corrected version of my teaching plan. And the last part of this website is a link. I just put a linking account here. I hope I can find some help from this linking account. Thank you for watching. Wish you the best.